Hello friends, welcome to our channel Khatri Steno. Subscribe our channel for steno related contents. Be ready for the legal passage which is based on labor reform bill. Be ready. Start. The central government proposes to replace 29 existing labor laws with 4 codes full stop. The objective is to simplify and modernize labor regulation full stop. The major challenge in labor reforms is to facilitate employment growth while protecting workers' rights full stop. Key debates relate to the coverage of small firms, deciding thresholds for prior permission for retrenchment, strengthening labor enforcement, allowing flexible forms of labor, and promoting collective bargaining. Full stop. Further, with the passage of time, labor laws need an overhaul to ensure simplification and updation along with provisions which can capture the needs of emerging forms of labor. Full stop. This note discusses these challenges and the approaches taken by the 4 codes. Full stop. Coverage. Most labor laws apply to establishments over a certain size. Full stop. Stanza. Size based thresholds may help firms in reducing compliance burden. Full stop. However, one could argue that basic protections related to wages, social security, and working conditions should apply to all establishments. Full stop. Certain codes retain such size-based thresholds. Full stop. Retrenchment, hiring 100 or more workers need government permission. For closure, layoffs or retrenchments. Full stop. The Industrial Relations Code raises this to 300 and allows the government to further increase this limit by notification. Full stop. Labor enforcement. Multiplicity of labor laws has resulted in distinct compliances, increasing the compliance burden on firms. Full stop. On the other hand, the labor enforcement machinery has been ineffective because of poor enforcement, inadequate penalties, and rent seeking behavior of inspectors. Full stop. The codes address some of these aspects. Full stop. Labor compliances and economic considerations have resulted in increased use of contract labor. Full stop. However, contract laborers have been denied basic protections such as assured wages. Full stop. Stanza. The codes do not address these concerns fully. Full stop. However, the Industrial Relations Code introduces a new form of short-term labor, fixed-term employment. Full stop. There are several registered trade unions, but no criteria to recognize unions which can formally negotiate with employers. Full stop. The Industrial Relations Code creates provisions for recognition of unions. Full stop. The codes simplify labor laws to a large extent but fall short in some respects. Full stop. Further, the Code on Social Security creates enabling provisions to notify scheme for platform workers. Semicolon. However, there is a lack of clarity in these definitions. Full stop. The codes leave several key aspects such as the applicability of social security schemes and health and safety standards to rule making. Full stop. The question is whether these questions should be determined by the legislature or be delegated to the government. Full stop. Labor falls under the concurrent list of the constitution. Full stop. Therefore, both parliament and state legislatures can make laws regulating labor. Full stop. The central government has stated that there are over 100 states and 40 central laws regulating various aspects of labor, such as resolution of industrial disputes, working conditions, social security, and wages. Full stop. The second National Commission on Labor within bracket 2002 within bracket NCL found existing legislation to be complex with archaic provisions and inconsistent definitions, full stop, to improve ease of compliance and ensure uniformity in labor laws, full stop एंड ओवर। सो ये हमारी 100 WPM की डिक्टेशन थी बेस्ड ऑन लेबर रिफॉर्म बिल। अगर आपको डिक्टेशन अच्छी लगी हो तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा एंड मस्ट सब्सक्राइब अवर चैनल फॉर मोर डिक्टेशंस। थैंक्स टू ऑल, बी प्रैक्टिस फॉर अ बेटर फ्यूचर।